Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another 1v1 in planetary annihilation between Godde, the #1 ranked gentleman's ladder player, and myself, adjudicator of genocide, the #4th ranked ladder player. Let's go ahead and get this game underway. Godde is in the yellow and purple, near the North Pole. Near the South Pole, adjudicator of genocide, myself in the purple and yellow. Godde opening up with a very early air factory. Opening up with just a straight bomber rush. Bomber out of the gates. Pretty much the earliest you can get a bomber right here. Coming out at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Is he going to be able to find me and do damage with this bomber, or is this opening going to put him way behind? I think maybe a scout first would be more. Another bomber right out of the gates. So, I guess if you're going to scout with 2 bombers, you can cover just as much ground as you could with the scout. I like the opening, I like it. Uh-oh, got a bomber just creeping closer and closer to my base. I'm doing my little standard opening. And the bombers are flying around, and boom, they found me. Got anti-air bots already on the way, incorporated in my build. So I'm not throwing down an anti-air turret. Here comes the anti-air bot. Oh, he gets stuck on the energy. Doing circles. The bomber comes in for a run. Boom! Just drops down 3 fabbers. Anti-air bot just stuck over here on the energy. Boom! Losing another fabber. Finally, they fly over the anti-air bots and the bomber goes down. So now I'm kind of in panic mode here, having to throw down a turret because I can't micro my anti-air bot that's stuck inside that energy. How unfortunate is that for me? So this definitely puts me behind, losing that many fabrication vehicles early on. I go ahead and build just 2 more anti-air bots to follow my fabrication vehicles around, because I can't afford to have losses like that again. This anti-air bot just stuck inside that energy. Not a good thing to have happen versus the #1 ranked player in the world, Godde. So Godde's up to 5 unit producing structures, expanding in a 360-degree radius. I'm up to 6 unit producing structures, with tier 2 and the 7th unit producing structure on the way. I'm trying to expand in all directions. The early bomber harass really delayed my expansion attempts. He's scouting me out with some fighters. I'm going ahead and mixing some anti-air turrets along with my anti-air bots a little earlier into the expansion attempts before I'm throwing down regular turrets, just because that first pillage fest he got done with those bombers has me kinda scared. So he flies over some of the anti-air with the fighter and loses it. Starting to mix in some ground defense with my expansions. Continuing to try to expand in 360-degree radius. as is Godde. You can tell his expansion efforts are going a little bit further with the unhindered fabricator production. He has some bots coming in to harass my fabricators. Unfortunately, I was just a tiny bit slow to react with these bots, but I'm able to push back the harassment and just continuing to send out fabricators in 360-degree radius to try to expand. And he comes out with the early commander push, and he's just taking tons of resources away from me right here. Boom, boom, boom! Losing metal, losing energy. Forced to bring my commander up out of the center of my base. Go ahead and bring up my fighting units. Thinking he's wanting to press the action now. Just slowly waiting on my commander to get over here. Taking a nice chunk out of my economy. But as you can see with the 360-degree expansion, I'm still in the positive. Losing all this, which is not good. I should be spending this money. Need more guys producing. 3 guys get stuck on unit producing structures. That's probably why my unit producing structure construction has slowed. With bringing my commander and army out to greet his commander, Godde is forced to retreat. I was able to deflect an attack over here. Continuing to expand in 360-degree radius. I like this radar placement every so often. That's going to have to be incorporated into my play styles. So I noticed the tanks coming up here. So with the tanks being pushed to my flank, I'm going to go ahead and start throwing down turrets. Keeping the harassment at bay. My metal's gone down, as you can see. So with the turret production, it's just completely able to counter the army push over here. He's able to take out the workers, but he loses a nice army chunk. Realizing that I'm having trouble spending my money, starting to throw down unit producing structures with my commander near the front. Continuing to try to expand near the 6 o'clock. Got some favors taking over the energy production since the commander's up at the front lines building. So with my early T2 I try to push in here, but these turrets really do a number on the T1 backup, and Godde is already starting to accumulate a T2 force of his own, so it forces me to pull back and regroup. I noticed this army coming to this flank, starting turret line and sending half the army to this flank. I was going to try to push in lateral, but I just got caught up. Levelers pushing forward. Go ahead and falling back. I've lost some of my T2 a little needlessly here. Because he had radar coverage and I didn't, so he's able to shoot and I wasn't. His radar at the front lines is just awesome. So, starting to kite back. As you can see, his army's a little bit bigger than mine. So this is going to take some micro magic to survive this. Trying to run the commander off to the 6 o'clock of the base. He notices with the fighter and boom, here come. He's just rushing forward with a bunch of bots. I see the bots coming. I'm just trying to run the commander. He's trying to kite chase me to my base. I send half the army to take out the bots before they can get the commander. Pushes the bots away and saves the commander's life. So he's continuing to press the attack. And the radar placement with the army advancements, excellent. I like it, I like it. So he's able to shoot this whole time with just this little group of levelers with this radar here, and it forces my army to stay back until I'm able to destroy. Send out one to just target fire down the radar so my army has range again. So with that bad army exchange, I've now once again taken the army lead from the number one ranked player in the world. But look at this radar coverage. It doesn't matter what army lead, I can shoot farther than you can. The excellent just radar placement, radar. But as this fight's going back and forth, we're dancing to and fro. He's just mixing in these radars with the engagements. What an excellent strategy. Just trying to come in with the flank. My flank's really defended. I'm kind of feeling hurt now, so I'm trying to do some kind of damage. But look at this radar coverage. My army's taking damage. It's getting smaller. Look at this, leveler's going down because mine can't see him to shoot, but his can see me to shoot. Forces me to tuck my tail between my legs and turn around. Here we go, coming in with the assault at the flank. Boom, 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 boom. Just totally ricocheted that assault off the western flank here. Coming in with a bunch of levelers. So he knows I've been really beating him back here because I'm able to just kite this whole distance in my base. The nuke is on the way. Realize that I've forgotten to have people assisted. Going to assist Major trying to get this nuke done. Completely out of position with this army. Just completely out of position with the army. How could I have spotted this ginormous flank going on? Because I can easily beat this back. Radars. Radar. What a big lesson to learn from this game. He's starting to pin me in with turrets along my flank. He's coming in for an assault. Alright. Now let's watch what happens when you can't see and he can see you. So I got shellers in the mix, so I should be able to shoot farther than these levelers with these shellers. But I can't see him. Look at all these free losses. Just now the shellers are starting to shoot. Trying to pull back. But I get pinned in on my energy line here. And he just completely surrounds that army. No kiting with the army when you can't move away from the enemy. So that forces me to abandon my nuke production and send the commander running. Go ahead and bring my army from the south. I got done beating back an army up to try to extinguish this threat, but too little, too late. I realize that he's carved out just the heart of my production. Lost a bunch of metal over here. Trying to pull these tanks down to help deflect this. And I go ahead and throw up the GG. Good game, well played, godde. Excellent game. Lessons to be taken from that game are incorporate radar coverage within your pushes. That'll really help you. If you have a superior army count, he didn't attack lateral. He just attacked into me, and he lost an army lead that he had a couple times in the game by attacking straight forward. That's micro to be improved upon from godde. Improvements for myself is vision. How many times did I have the army lead that game and have my butt handed to me simply because his army can shoot and mine can't with that radar coverage. So that's pretty much where the game fell apart there. Is whenever I lost ginormously unfavorable army trades because of vision. Vision is definitely going to be a priority in this game. Well, that was a game between the number 1 and number 4 ranked player on the gentleman's ladder. Godde retains his seating as the highest ranked player in the world. Thank you for watching. Come back and check us out here at icongaming.net. That's our clan website, and McEldowney1 is where we're posting our YouTube videos. We're going to continuously adapt and evolve and change up our play and improve it for you guys, so you guys can take it to your team games and your 1v1s and try to get a couple more wins, a couple more W's than your opponents. Thanks for playing.